Hey everybody, I am back with another video. I am dedicating this video to talk about the Michael Todd sermon that he did. Like, this is an old sermon from back in 2021, I believe it was, but it just resurfaced on my timeline. So I really enjoyed this sermon. It actually was called Welcome to the Deep, Anchored. But I just took some things out of the whole sermon that I felt that I could connect with or what have you. I mean, I could connect with everything that was talked about, but these two particular things, I just feel like it just stood out more than others. So stick tuned, and I'm gonna get started with talking. Okay, before I get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you already a subscriber, thank you for your continued support. So he touched bases on Mark chapter 4, 35 through 41 verse, the 41st verse. So when you get a chance, just go ahead and read that. And again, I'm going to put the link of the video in the description. So if you want to see the whole sermon in its entirety to understand the message better, then you have that link to do just that. One of the things that he mentioned, and it just like really just clicked with me, and he said, if you start dwelling in the deep, your boat is not for everybody. Leave the crowd behind, in so many words. This is part of the Mark chapter in the scripture. And so, in other words, everybody cannot go on your journey to find your purpose. Everybody cannot go on your journey that God has given you a vision for. Everybody cannot dwell in the same path as you, because what God has you on, the mission God has you on, everybody is not going to understand it because it's not for them. And I just feel like that just resonated with me so well, because I'm the type of person who always wants someone to come along. You know, we got this, we a team, and and a lot of times that can weigh a person down, because we're bringing along people that was not a part of the plan. So you have to figure out who is within your circle that is weighing you down, because if you don't get them off your boat, they will sink your ship. So you have to be mindful of the company you keep, family as well. You have to be mindful of the people that you keep in your circle, because those individuals that's weighing you down, the negative Nancy's, the negative Nathans, and who can't see your vision because they don't understand your vision, because they don't have a vision of their own, they're going to be negative. So you got to keep those people off your boat before you sink. So when he was saying that, I was just like, yes, I have to do that. I'm at a point now whereas I can't keep carrying. I can't keep trying to make sure that you okay. And I am stuck, struggling, trying to get to where God needs me to be. So if you are in that situation, understand it is okay to leave friends and family behind. It may hurt, it may sting, but if you have faith and believe in the greater good, if you have faith and believe in the vision that God has for you, then that sting, that hurt, that detachment is going to be worth it in the end. But you got to get to the point to where you are moving towards that purpose, that goal, that vision, whatever it is that God has you on the path for. You got to get to the point where you start moving. You can't be stuck if you're trying to be better than what you were yesterday. So I just thought that tidbit of the sermon was really, really good. The examples, the metaphors, the analogy that he used, it was just like mind-blowing. So yeah, everybody can't go where you're going. Everybody's not meant to go where you're going. It's okay to let them sit on the sideline for a time. It could be a couple of weeks, it could be a couple of months, it could be a couple of years. But if you see this person not trying to better themselves, not trying to align themselves with God so that they can figure out their purpose, their plans, if they find comfort and joy and happiness in being negative, in being evil, in being egotistical, prideful, selfish, if you see that they enjoy being in that space, then you have to remove yourself from all of that. So that's number one. Okay, I want to touch on the word deep a little bit more. Sometimes when we take that journey, going into the deep or going into the unknown, it's going to feel lonely. You're going to feel refined. You're going to feel separate. But even in the midst of all that, that's where you find growth. So I just wanted to just put that out there. Now the second thing that I got attached to within the sermon is him talking about the storm. Okay, the storm. It is so many of us who are in a storm every single day. It doesn't matter what type of storm there is no specific storms. You got financial storms, you got relationship storms, you got career storms, you got personal storms, you got family. Like, it's so many different types of storms that we all encounter at some point or time in our lives. And even if we are trying to do our best, be our best, or what have you, we still are faced with some type of adversity, some type of test. Because those tests is to test your faith, your belief. If you're asking God for something and you really, really want it, you really want to believe it and believe in it, He might bring a test to you just to see exactly how faithful and how hopeful and how much belief you have in Him. But a lot of times we forget that when we're going through this storm, He's going through the storm with us. He's there with us. But a lot of times we just forget because we just so scared and worried that we're not going to get to the other side. We're not going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of times that happens is because we forgot who God was, God is. Oh, we are in the middle of a bad storm. Oh my God, why is this happening? I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. I'm not built for this. I'm not strong for this. Our minds start going in different directions, and we completely forget to do one thing, and that is just stop, pray, and ask God for understanding of why you're in this process. Why are you in the midst of this storm? What lesson is it that I need to learn? And a lot of times people don't realize God will keep you in a position, in a situation, until you understand the lesson. People always think, oh, God's not gonna test us like that. That's the devil. That's the devil. No. God will test you like that. You keep asking for stuff, but you're not willing to understand. You're not willing to take accountability. You're not willing to forgive. You're not willing to give. You're not willing to do this. You're not willing to do that. But you're constantly asking God to give you something as if you are owed something. And that's not how God works. So I'm just like, you know what? That right there, personally, I had to take that into consideration for myself, because I too get to that point where, you know, I'm in a situation and then it's like, whoa, wait a minute. And then I forget that I'm not alone. Stop what I'm doing. Ask God for direction. Let Him guide you to where you need to be. Go through the storm, because it's going to come regardless. A storm is going to come regardless. The best you can do inside the storm is to ask for guidance and to find some type of peace within the storm, which is something that he mentioned as well in the sermon. We cannot excuse the storms, because God does not excuse the storms. There are lessons in the storm. There are blessings in the storm. So if you go back and read Mark chapters 4, 35 through 41, and John chapter 16, 33, and James chapter 1, 2 through 4, at your leisure, you will see the correlation of everything that I'm talking about in those chapter verses. And yeah, this was a good video. So I think what I'm going to do is once a week I'm going to look at one of his videos, or TD Jakes, or other motivational speaker videos, pastor videos, whatever, and just come back on here and just talk to you guys, and then give you guys my interpretation of what is being said. Like, I know I can't replace what the Bible says, but to break it down for people to understand it a little bit better, I guess that's what I will be doing. But by no means I am not no pastor, minister, nothing like that. I just like a good sermon. I just like a good message, and so that's what I want to do. I want to listen to some things messages and stuff like that, and then I want to bring it to you guys and then talk to you guys about it and see what y'all think. And because I'm open to discuss, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a Bible reader or anything like that. I've been slacking. I'm not an advocate reader of the Bible, so of course there's a lot of things that I just don't know, I just don't understand. So I really feel like this is one of God's ways of getting me into the habit of really trying to understand the Bible, because me just trying to read the Bible to try to understand it on my own, I ain't even gonna lie, it ain't gonna happen. So I need some help, I need some guidance. And so this is why it was on my timeline. God knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. And I can't complain, because it's really putting me in a peaceful space, a calming space. It's helping me to like really just sit back in my thoughts, get into my thoughts, my mental, and just help me to put things in perspective. Because I know that once I get things put in perspective, it's going to help me to rectify this situation, rectify that situation. So I feel good right now. I have accomplished all of my goals for today that I set out for myself. So I'm in a good space. And like Michael Todd said, he said the storm is not a devastation. It is for preparation. So whatever you're going through in your storm, just know that God is preparing you for the greater good. You got to believe that. You got to believe that. Let me see what else that I wrote down. I took notes, y'all. I took notes. Yeah, I did write down, sometimes God will not take you out of the storm. He will keep you in the midst of the storm. And that is only because he wants you to learn the lesson within the storm. He's preparing you in the storm so that you can receive your blessings and you can receive the things that you've asked him for. So yeah, I'm not gonna go no further with this because it's a whole lot that I wrote down, but I just wanted to touch on those two specific things because I just feel like it's very, very prevalent for a lot of us. And before I go, I just want to talk about this. So I have a friend. We actually grew up together. Me and her, we went to school together. I used to stay the night at her house and everything like that. But over the years, as we got older, our relationship got strained. And we ended up coming back together as friends and things like that. But she has always been in some type of storm. It's always felt like she had that dark cloud over her all the time, and still to this day. And because of that, she's angry, she's negative. The choice of words that she says, and you have to be careful about the words you say. The tongue is a powerful thing. And when you speak negative over your life, when you speak negative about people, when you speak negative about your situations all the time, you do not leave room for God to move within you, because you're blocking the lesson that he wants you to learn. That's why it's like, How many times is it going to take for you to bump your head for you to get the lesson? It may just be, she's going through all this because she don't want to take accountability for something. She don't want to acknowledge something. Maybe she don't want to acknowledge God. She may talk about God. She may say his name. But as soon as she does that, you might, a day or two later, whatever, you start talking negative all over again. So did you even believe what she was saying? So when he starts talking about the storm, I immediately thought about her. And part of me wanted to just send her this sermon, send her this word. But then my gut said, don't do it, because I don't want the negative energy on me. I don't want the negative vibe around me, because she's in a negative space that she will literally think that I'm trying to judge her. And it's like, no, it's not even about me judging you. Like, I want to help you. Like, I even told her, I said, you may not think it, but I still love you whether you love me or not. I still love you. And I'm still here for you if you need to talk. But she's going through her storm. She's been going through a specific storm for over 8 months now. And it has caused her to remove herself from everybody. But then in the midst of you removing yourself from everybody, when you do reach out to people and people are not available when you want them to be available, then you get mad. You get mad. And so and she's mad at God too. She's made a couple of posts, being mad at God and everything like that. So I don't know what it's going to take for her to understand whatever the lesson is that God has for her. I don't know how long this cloud is going to be over her head. I don't know, but all I know is I just pray that negativity subsides. She needs to throw that negativity up out of her. She needs to get out of the mindset of feeling like nobody cares, feeling like God don't care, feeling like giving up. Like, I don't know what it's going to take, because if I do reach out, you don't respond back. So that's another reason why I don't want to reach out, because you don't respond back. And the people that you really know that's going to help you, you don't want to reach out to them. So it's kind of like, do you want to, are you comfortable in this storm? Like, I don't know, y'all. I apologize for even just bringing that up, but I just felt like I needed to talk about it, because she do be on my mind a lot. And I always want to see her get better. I always want to see her come up off the situation that she wants to come out of. And a lot of times, when she speak the way that she speak, I don't know if she is just saying it for attention, or is it something that she just really, 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 really truly feel. I don't know how to decipher that. So when I do come across a post of hers talking negative or whatever, I used to just inbox her and just like, listen, what's going on? Like, I always will reach out to her, but she never receives it. So I had to stop doing that. I had to back away from that. And I had to get to the point where I said, you know what, Cylindra, you've done all that you could for this situation. If she really want to get out of her situation, she got to fight to get up out of her situation. You can't help her. Her mama can't help her. Her sister can't help her. The only person that can help her is God. But she gotta stop being mad at him all the time. She gotta stop being mad at him all the time. Cause everything ain't his fault. Everything ain't his fault. So she needs to figure out what the underlying issue is, what the underlying test lesson is, and she needs to learn it. But I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm just gonna pray for her, because I never want to see anything bad happen to her. We are 20 plus years as being friends. Although our friendship has not been the best in the past few years, but we still friends. And I hold on to that. And I don't know how to let go completely. That's my struggle with this whole situation. So since I don't know how to completely let go, I had to just step back for a minute and just hope and pray that she comes up out of her storm. So I'm going to end this right here, because I can go on and on and on about other situations, but her situation, I just felt like when he mentions the storm, she's the first person that came to my mind. So I hope that I said something that resonated with y'all today, and I hope that you guys do go and listen to Michael Todd or whatever. I'm gonna be doing a lot of Michael Todd videos, because I just really enjoy his sermons. So I'm gonna end this right here. I'm about to get ready to go do my yoga, and I'm about to get ready to call it a night. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in to another video, and I think I'm gonna rest tomorrow and then pick up on Monday. So I don't know, it might be a totally different type of video for Monday. We just gotta see. So you guys take care. Bye.